So I probably waste I probably waste a lot of time thinking about what other people think about. So like if you're talking about Graham Hancock or Randall Carlson, um, mainly about the pyramids and megaliths and how things were actually constructed back then. Um, I can I can spend a lot of time trying to understand what other people understand, not just what I'm trying to maybe figure out on my own, but depends how far back I want to go. Sometimes I can just stop with current day, what we can do to advance stuff. But most of the time, like the pyramids for sure, and a lot about with animals, birds mainly when they can fly in those patterns and do that stuff, just like fish do. Just like some land animals, you'll see sheep do it. um, but animals that can herd together and stay together in those big groups like that are, I mean, they communicate some sort of way. Um, the ocean is deep, and the stuff that happens to make it so that we're here living like this today, um, it feels more important than what we're actually doing, especially with the stuff that's in, let's say, the politics. I just totally ignore that stuff. It's just not even, it's a complete waste of time if you're talking about trying to be productive. I mean, if you want to be in politics, then yeah, that's what you should go do. But I think for regular people just out here doing stuff, taxpayers and shit, I don't think we should have anything to do with that stuff. The fact that they kind of let you guys do what stay involved some sort of way, it's like a tease. But that's just my opinion. It's a little frustrating. I don't want to go deep into like religion and stuff, but what I feel is real. I'm sure everybody else feels it. I mean, that's how Whitney can make the songs she makes. You know, that's how certain books. I mean, I don't read that much, but when I do find something that I like, you can tell that the person who put it together knew what they were doing, cared about what they were doing. Sometimes art resembles that. The fact that you can actually just throw some type of art together and that's something. It's just, but some stuff is real. Like even if it's a picture of something, like of something real or something that you create, like tattoos, that's real. Um, just try to have an understanding about more than just culture, because as soon as you get into the large group, it's just dysfunction. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. When if it's a bad thing, if it's a bad thing that's happening, of course, something can go wrong if somebody decides to turn the tables. But sometimes it's something natural, like Katrina. Um, None of the things that we're supposed to be the most protected. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, everybody should know that shit anyway. Not everybody, but most people. Um, but we're supposed to be the most protected country. We should at least feel that way. All this money they spend on military, I did my 4 years barely. And the fact that things can happen, okay, I think about like Pearl Harbor. Of course, I think about JFK, but Pearl Harbor, that's like a clusterfuck. That's like it doesn't make any sense that something like that can happen. It, anyway, so 9/11. I mean, the stuff that happens anyway, the fact that there's just constantly conflicts all over the place. Um, yeah, it doesn't have to be some major campaign that's taking place that's national news. There's shit always going on. It doesn't matter what they're trying to mask it as. I mean, there's drug interdiction, there's everything that they need to do to try to stop what's going on. So there's battalions and divisions and stuff that are directed at certain areas, and things are always happening. So to make it seem like, oh, we're going to be at war and all this, that's it's always constantly some chaos. So the fact that, well, let me go back a little further, because when I was in the military, I was aware. I mean, I don't go read the newspaper and shit like that, but I was stationed at Pendleton and didn't know that there was riots going on at, well, it might have been LA. And this was 93, 94, somewhere around there. So there's always some kind of ignorance, some kind of something that needs to be policed. And when things like 9/11 happen, that's just, it doesn't make any sense. They just let the shit happen. It doesn't make any sense that they can just kind of write a, listen, you got some explaining to do. You always crying about defense budget, defense, and you guys can't even fucking defend the shit. It's kind of, look, I'm not gonna sit up here and make it sound like it's embarrassing. It's just stupid. Okay, stop acting like there's some type of protocol, and they you know, you want to bicker about what somebody who's already, if you've already established something, okay, then there's a period of time that you're supposed to allow for the process to grow, build, work. And it's like you have this election and all these people just complain about the shit for the whole time. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the public or if you're talking about the party that didn't win or the people within the party that won that, you know, just can't go along with this guy. Look, man, it's all stupid. I started this by talking about, well, starting with a couple names, Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson. For whatever reason, it feels like those are the things that we should be focused on. So we have an understanding. The more minds that are involved in trying to figure out and enlighten is what we need. Yeah, okay, we might need things like NASA, even though the history of it is fucking stupid. But war is a part of what we do. There's no way you can erase it. It doesn't make sense to sit here and try to make sense of something like that. Or, yeah, who deserves reparations? Everybody. I know I do, but what the fuck? I mean, are you supposed to walk around your whole life talking about things you need to work a little bit harder that you'll probably never ever get? Trying to understand what's fundamental, like health. If you have a good understanding of a good diet and health and being out in the open and being part of nature and things like that, you're going to have a better life. And you integrate that with, you know, technology. But the fact that people want to cry and complain about pollution and then make it sound like the argument is what we're supposed to have. It's not. Okay, we're supposed to help kids develop so their minds are fresh and bright. So when they take in an information, they're ready. They're open to ideas, not worried about school shootings or cyberbullying. Or, I mean, when I was a kid, honestly, it was all about zits. It was like, you know, junior high to high school, having a car, having a job, you know, maybe some type of athletics, some type of interaction with something, mostly a job. You know, a lot of kids that I knew wanted to work, so they had ideas of what they wanted to do. Um, But you know, we had kids that had acne and scoliosis. I mean, I knew these things. Nowadays, it's like, okay, they've made it so that the drama is everywhere. It funnels from the top. I mean, that's not how it starts. It doesn't start from down here with people that have all the opportunity and all the complete outline of, look, this is what we're supposed to try to do. Okay, sometimes accidents happen, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get educated. Okay, this isn't about paying respect to adults, but it's about understanding. If you understand that, look, this is a process, you're not going to be a dickhead when you're 15. So if you're born in a situation, certain things are just going to happen. Science needs to get involved to make it so kids are born okay. If we have to do some fine tuning in there, they can do it. Do it. No more Down syndrome. No more fucking leukemia. Get this shit the fuck out of here. And then we can start. Look, it's not about celebrating, but this grind, homelessness. I mean, the fact that there's homelessness. I remember like when I used to watch. Okay, no, honestly, when I watched Robin Hood, Kevin Costner Robin Hood. I like Russell Crowe's better, I think now, but Kevin Costner's was always my favorite. But they like how they show peasants and stuff like that, people that don't get bread. I mean, they got bread laying around on the fucking ground in some places, and then there's people that can't eat bread. It's like you hear about famines that are like intentional, and then you hear of situations where just because it might be a drought or something like that people get displaced, or because certain products aren't used anymore, and how you have to move around like that, and people don't want displacement and all this stuff, but it's mostly natural stuff. Right, so we should be all just ready to help each other, prepared, not this road rage. Yeah, I mean, I like driving. There's no reason to be well, you can see YouTube. There's a lot of stuff out there that's over the top, just unnecessary. I can see people trying to escape prison and, trying to escape from a courthouse or something. But school shootings, man, Mandalay Bay, these people are fucking pissed off. That's not just people saying, oh, that's Kurt Cobain is saying, oh, um, Mandalay Bay and any school shooting, any random shooting, DC sniper, anything like that. That's people are. So, like I was saying, what we need to do is design a better system. It doesn't matter if it's, I was going to throw the government word in there again, but it needs to be organized and agreed on. I mean, look, first off, we need to get a universal language. Okay. Um, I don't dislike most people. I don't like people who litter. If I see you litter, I don't like it. I think that's fucking some childish, stupid shit. Um, and people who don't respect other people's privacy, their space. Like if you stand too close on people, look, that's the first step in being an asshole is the disregard of somebody else's space. So life is going to be hard anyway, just because of what we have to deal with the elements and just you know, I don't think we live in a world right now that's too chaotic naturally. I think things happen. People, I mean, we could actually set up our infrastructure so that people don't get hit by hurricanes, or at least all the time like that. We could make it so these places aren't even available to live in, or you can put certain things in these areas that are, of course we would, but yeah, that are highly containable. Yeah, go underground, all the way underground. Doesn't matter. Tornado ain't going all the way underground. Nothing. And then, like I say, if it's going to hit Yucca Mountain, it's going to hit somewhere else anyway. So there's all kinds of things that we can do that make it so people have, well, like I say, people have the option here. Almost anywhere, they have the option anywhere to reside close to or near on top of the area they want to. Even if it's in another country, you're born in Africa, you want to live in Australia, you can do that. So the world is ours. We have this humongous thing that people misinterpret all the time. They don't look. Especially when it comes to religion, I think people are just acting like there's no way you believe in that bullshit. You believe in what the Bible says, or even what the Bible wants you to think it says. Like I say, nobody. Okay, I grew up a Baptist. Okay, I have resentment to a couple people that aren't around no more, but how can I hate on them? They're doing the same shit. It's like it's in my head all the time. So yeah, I got this shit in my head about something. Look, I don't believe it. I believe in something that is cosmic. I'm not going to say supernatural, but it would be supernatural to us, as in my flesh and skin. But this is something else. Comets are something else. The sun is something else. I don't know. Listen, I listen to what they say. Stars are far, if that's what they are. Okay, but they are stars to us. But who knows what they are? Just like it's water to us, but who knows what the fuck it is? Yeah, we say like things like CO2. I don't really say it that much, but look, when you talk like that, that's not even English. That's not even words. You're saying you're saying what it is to the universe. That's not real. That's not like you fucking okay. It's not like the DNA strand says DNA, and it's not like the DNA strand says I'm Miles Taylor. That's not what it says. That's not what it does. So the fact that we're reading something, or even if it's numeric, I mean, the fact that we're capable of doing it, and then people that did it before us did it completely different. There's people that are on the same planet and do it completely different. So to think, I mean, you believe in that? 6,000 years? I don't care if you believed in 10,000 years. Listen, I'm not trying to say millions of years. I'm saying, listen, it wasn't no 7 day nothing. We don't get to fucking change your story. It doesn't matter what fucking branch of it you're in. They're all the fucking same. They're all stupid. If you want an organization, let's group up. The YMCA, the fucking Boy Scouts. I don't know if that's fucking religious or not, but it's not like they're a church. Okay, yeah. If you want, look, there's always some fucking weirdos, but there's all kinds of things that you can involve yourself in that don't have to be. You're paying homage to people for fucking nothing. They're not doing anything. That's the whole point of it here on Earth. But like I say, cosmically, yeah. I mean, something happened, and we're here from something, dolphins or something. Fucking everything ugly. I mean, look, even nowadays, uh, 1017. Okay. Um, I mean, just the other day, I killed a bug and felt bad. It's like I was thinking any kind of bug. It was like weird. Not honestly, I don't like killing the scorpion. There's a lot of scorpions around here, so I don't mind killing the scorpions for some reason. And spiders, they'll hurt me, so I hurt them, I guess. But just a regular bug, moths. I really like moths. I think we have some type of connection. I think they be chilling. I mean, if, people just be smashing on things that fly. Flying is a fucking thing. We can't fly. You can fly in a plane if you want to put up with that bullshit drama, and it don't really cost that much, but that's a lot of fucking bullshit drama for some fucking bullshit people, man. They fucking just like to make your life way worse. Just like the DMV, post office got involved with that shit. Like I've seen a line outside the door at the post office before. Social Security Administration, all these places that need to be helping people, and they just want to have this fucking shit. They wonder why people ain't fucking ready to do shit or fucking ready to die and all this other bullshit. So look, I really am trying to focus on not necessarily what the path was to get here, but just what it is. I mean, we're here for something. I mean, I'm not for something like we all need to be at NASA getting on some plane to, you know, find another whatever. I think we get to live this life, and the experience that we live is supposed to be governed by something a lot different than what we do. I mean, war all the time. I know it's probably got to do with population control and all that shit. Still thinking about a lot of stuff. But hey, hit me up. Mr. Real Estate here, 725-200-8695. Peace.